Joining us now is Maya, and she is the author of this wonderful book, which is Show Me a Snowflake. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Thank you for having me.
Good. It's
I'm
good to
doing
have you
well.
here. So, is this your first book, Maya?
Yes.
Okay. What made you decide to tell this story in both English and Spanish? What is Show Me a Snowflake about?
My mother had spoken 6 languages, and I fell in love with languages very much. And she learned Spanish in 3 weeks.
My goodness.
Yeah. So, Show Me a Snowflake was a testament to her. And a lot of the students that I teach are Spanish speakers, and Dual Language was a huge program. It was like a hit all over pretty much the 5 boroughs. So, that's why I decided to make a dual language book.
Now, the illustrations, which is how we met, were done by Kyle Turan,
Right.
and he was an intern here at the studio, and they're delightful and joyful. And so on one page is English, and on the other, but it's kind of blended in also. So you're
Yeah,
teaching as you're explaining
exactly.
each page, right?
Right.
So it's something for everyone to enjoy.
This is kind of like a mock copy, actually. I'm
Yes.
going to have the English on one side and Spanish on the other.
Okay. So
And
this
funny
is,
enough,
yes.
Kyle looks like that.
Kyle does look like that. Can we just say that Kyle made a picture of himself as a little boy? I mean, let's just we could just say that because it does look a lot like Kyle. They say write with
Write what you know.
or draw what you know in this case.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun, and they go on a journey. And in other books, that's your ideas to talk
Right.
to build in world travel and to give an experience to someone
I
so
was
they could journey.
right, I'm sorry.
That's
I was
great.
practically born on an airplane. So I've
Wow.
traveled so many different places, and they're going to travel the world. The
Wonderful.
next one is Puerto Rico. The one after that is Paris. They're going to go to Greece, Rome, everywhere. So
It's nice because a lot of times children, they have this vivid, wonderful imagination, and you're helping them use that by helping them travel someplace. And for those of us that aren't able to travel and we don't have a passport, this could be the passport, you know,
exactly.
to
I tell my
learning.
students that they travel even from their bedroom. You don't have to pack up and have a passport and go on a plane. You can actually envision it and live it through a book.
Wonderful. Where have been some of your favorite places to travel, Maya?
I have been to Paris several times. Zurich was very relaxing. My father's colleague, he lived in Zurich, and I visited there. Austria, I did The Sound of Music.
You
We
did?
actually ran around where they ran around. It was amazing.
The hills
Those
are
are alive,
alive
yeah.
with the sound of music.
It was
La, la, la,
incredible.
la. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a great film. Well, and
Italy, Venice.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mm.
When you're sitting down to write something like this, are you doing it with a typewriter? Are you handwriting it? What's your process?
Computer and also like jotting down ideas. I usually get inspired. I'm a night owl.
Okay.
So 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, oh, write stuff down or grab my laptop.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very,
so
very nice to meet you. As an educator, what's one thing that you want to make sure that your future generations know? What do you try to impart on them?
oh, that's a good one. Anything is possible.
Okay.
I felt like the only luck I've ever had was bad throughout my whole life. So many things have not gone right for me. And I had an actual poem that was published once, and I thought, okay, so maybe it's possible. And then I got picked up by a publisher, and I never ever think that you can't. Always think that you can. So when I sign my books, I'm going to say, always remember anything is possible.
And anything is possible. I'm glad that you stopped by the studio today. We've been talking
So
for a couple of
am I.
months, and I'm really proud to know you and happy to know you. And I'm sorry that your luck was bad up until this point, but may today and future days for you always be filled with joy and goodness. I'm going to sprinkle you with a little bit of
Aw,
happiness.
thank you.
So I've been someone that, although if they looked at my circumstances, maybe described them as having some bad luck, like I lost my mom, I lost a spouse to colon cancer, and those times in our lives that we see is very sad and challenging, right? And I know you had talked about the loss of your mom too. I know she would be so very, very, very proud of you, Maya.
I felt her celebrating me.
You did.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And you know what? And that makes me really happy So just, for the courage that it took to come on here, because I know like this is not your everyday thing, even though you're on stage in front of your students all the time, I sincerely thank you. So congratulations on this. So Show Me a Snowflake.
I appreciate
And
you.
they're
Thank you.
all snowflakes are unique, just like humans, right? All one of a
Exactly.
kind.
Yeah.
All one of a kind. Thank you
That's what I
very,
tell
very
them.
much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Great story, right? Really great story. Both Show Me a Snowflake and Maya. And if you have a book that you'd like to write or you just need a little bit of encouragement, reach out to her and I'm sure that she'll help you. Be well.